Rock and Water is all about teaching the foundations of self-control, self-confidence and self-reflection. And we build on those foundations platforms. The first platform was safety, and then a platform of assertiveness, and then we build social competence. And then as a child gets older or gets more into Rock and Water, we talk about the inner compass. That's answering the question of who am I and where am I going, and what kind of man or woman am I going to be. The author, Freek Ikema, developed the program in the Netherlands to fill a need, and that was to work with boys in schools, adolescents who weren't travelling well, who were finding themselves reacting to crises and tensions in aggressive and inappropriate ways. Now, of course, the program was much more than that, and he always knew that the program had a positive effect on young people, on boys, and also a powerful effect for girls. Generally, schools will implement the program by doing what are called an inoculation approach. That is, they might target a year. Say it's a high school. They'll take year 7 and they'll teach it across the board in year 7. And that means that in 4 years, every kid in the junior school has learnt about boundaries. They know what respect sounds like, looks like, feels like in their school. And that creates an entirely different school culture. It's also used in juvenile justice settings. It's used in youth organisations, and NGOs will deliver it from outside in, that is coming into schools and delivering the programs. So what we do is we take a psychophysical didactic or teaching approach. That is, we get kids into their bodies first, understanding the golden triangle of Rock and Water, that we need to develop body awareness to be able then identify what's happening in our heart and what's happening in our head. And so in a Rock and Water class, children would do any of about 150 different exercises, and every exercise has a message or a point of reflection. So they'd do the exercise, they'd stop and ask themselves, what's happening in my body? And what does this mean for my heart and my head? And if I can make that transition, that's how we promote change. So it's called metacognitive transition. And so the program is uniquely taught that way and is really effective in the way that it delivers its message. The program has great efficacy for anybody to be able to find their way forward and make the right decision about what they're going to do. And when we think about it, we talk about rock and water. Rock is standing up, making a stand, speaking from your centre, being able to assert yourself, being able to say stop, or being able to step into action when you need to. Water is about finding your calm self through your breathing and mindfulness, to be able to take a flexible approach to things, to learn to let something go, to step aside, to step around a problem, to connect and communicate. So of course we need the ability to be either rock or water. What's critical about this is a recognition that we have a choice. It's in our control to either find our centre of power, and that's our rock, or our centre of calm, and that's our water. But histrionic behaviour is neither rock nor water. And running away or allowing yourself to become depressed or introverted about a problem is not water. So we need to make a choice to, in a particular situation, to choose rock or to choose water.